Hello. How are all of you tonight? Do me a favor as you come on here. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. You're not going to be able to see me tonight. Oh gosh, you guys. Let me check real quick and make sure that I am coming in loud and clear. One moment. Hang on. I'm going to turn the chat on, and I definitely will expect all of you to chime in if you are on here. I'm going to do a Chinese zodiac sign reading for all of you. Let me mute this real quick. Tell me if you can hear me. All right, you guys. So let's see real quick. Hang on one second. Okay, you guys. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live. Going to do a Chinese sign reading for the 12 Chinese signs. So get comfortable. I'm going to bring up the 12 Chinese signs. All I ask as you come on here, hit the like button and definitely tell me where you're tuning in from. That's probably the most important part. It helps the channel get shared. It helps the video get shared. So definitely make sure you tell me where you are tuning in from. So we're going to start with the Chinese zodiac signs. Hang on. And I want to go in the proper order of the signs. So we've got, hang on. I'm going to just kind of type the signs right here so you know what they are. We're going to start with the rat. You're being called to go vegan. We're going to pull one card for each sign. I got the you are being called to go vegan. And it may have something to do with your job. Like you may have a sadhana, like a job attached to you going vegan. This is for the rat zodiac sign. One more. You could be someone older, someone going into your crone years, so 40s, 50s, or beyond, 60s, even 70s, 80s. The rat, you are being called to eat more vegan foods. So you can look up your Chinese zodiac sign. In that way. Hang on one sec, you guys. Let me make sure this is. Okay. So for the rat, you are being called to go vegan. Let's move on to the ox. The ox actually is one of my favorite signs. Yoga will feed your soul. Okay, I feel like if you are someone for the ox that has gotten away from your yoga practice, maybe used to be a big yogi, you need to get back to it. Also, hyena spirit. You might be isolating yourself too much, or you may need to isolate yourself. I'm feeling like pulling one more card. Past life relationships. Okay. You could be starting a new cycle I feel like you've just gotten out of a cycle with people from your past lives. We're on the ox, you guys. This is your Chinese zodiac sign. The number 14 or 13 could be significant to you. I feel like you are stepping into a time of abundance. This is for the ox. But I do feel like you're ending a tough cycle with people that were from a past life. And it's been challenging because the people didn't grow in the way that you wanted them to. But I feel like these people are growing. You're just not seeing it. That was for the ox. Let's move on to the tiger. Oh my, Lewis just got onto my treadmill. Lewis, honey. Lewis is adjusting to some homeopathic medicine. So if you hear the nails and it sounds like nails on a chalkboard, that's Lewis on my treadmill. And the treadmill's off, by the way. Okay, so we're moving on to the tiger. Oh, you could have lost a pet. Some of you could be pregnant. The tiger, you're worried about money. Okay, some of you, if you had a pet that just crossed the rainbow bridge, or you may have a pet coming into your life that is from a past life that's going to bring you comfort. Some of you could be pregnant and you're worried about a cat. I know there's some kind of disease correlation there, but you shouldn't worry. It's just, I think you can't touch cat litter or something like that. Frog spirit, you're worried about your abundance. It'll flow. Some of you need to work with kids. There's a need to work with kids. Wow, the gut health came out again, and there's a pregnant woman on this card. So that is for the tiger. Wow, a lot of cards spitting out for the tiger. You could be connected with that ox. Okay, let's go for the rabbit. The rabbit. Also someone that needs to do yoga, the rabbit. Take a day of silence. There's a lot of commotion around you if you're a rabbit. Astrology. Master herbalist. Okay. Why do I feel like this? If you're a rabbit, you're really... My back is itching. You could have back problems. You could also be looking at the past. There's a saying that if you look at the past, you're depressed. If you look at the future, you are anxiety ridden. You're supposed to live in the now. So I feel like you're taking a day of silence. But while you do that, or while you say you're working, you're actually looking at someone from your past. We have Vedic astrology, master herbalist. This could be you or the person you're focused on. I feel if you are this master herbalist and this astrology, you've got a lot of money coming in at this time. You're doing very well for yourself. Someone could be looking in on your business. That is for the rabbit. Let's move on to the dragon. Okay, we have sexy on salads. We also have protection work. Okay, you are really, really, really protecting your energy. Might be protecting it a little too much, or you're teaching other people how to protect their energy. We have grow your own food. We also have the rainbow bridge, but then we have master herbalist that's coming out for you, dragon. So I feel like you are using herbs to possibly heal a pet. We also have hidden talents. When I originally created this deck, this was kind of my autistic card, hidden talents. I was going to call it hidden talents disguised as handicaps. I feel like you could be borderline autistic if you're a dragon. You could have a little trouble focusing, but when your diet's straight, you focus really well. There could be something to do with a talent of growing your own food, herbs, and you had the protection work card come out first. So there's something about teaching other people how to protect themselves through herbs. And these herbs could be herbs that you're growing. Okay, that was for the dragon. And we have the industry, the Illuminati. You could be in the industry as well. Let's go for the snake. The snake. We have the gut health, which is the pregnancy card as well. Cat spirit, rat spirit in reverse. If you're into witchcraft, if you're pregnant, I would highly recommend you don't do witchcraft to begin with, but especially if you're pregnant, that could backfire. Rat spirit in reverse is also looking in on someone, and it's reversed. So if you're looking in on someone, that is reversed. You're no longer able to do that. Or if you're doing witchcraft on someone, that's going to come back to smack you in the face. That was for snake. Yeah. Let's move on to horse spirit. Oh, sorry, I don't like to tell anyone you're a mess. You need to raise your vibrational frequency. Tomorrow's a new day. You could be suffering with depression. No one can steal your destiny. You could be watching someone online like a lot, and I'm getting Leo here strongly. Snake spirit. This could have been someone you tried to have an affair with. If you're trying to report this person's content or anything like that, this is for, who's this for? Horse. I would watch it. You could get in trouble for that. That's horse spirit. You could be in your crone years, late 40s, 50s, etc. Hang on, you guys. My dog is stuck under the elliptical. He's doing this lately. He's got a little, hey bud, what happened? Oh no. You gotta stop. You gotta stop, bud. My dog is dealing with some dementia, and he likes to lodge himself under furniture. That's his latest thing, and we're just going with the flow. I signed up for a 25, 30-year deal apparently with this little guy, and I'm definitely being challenged at this time, but it's fine. It's fine. Who were we on? Horse. Yeah, you need to let someone go, man. They don't want your BS. That's what I'm getting strongly. Goat. Cleanse your colon. Mountain lion spirit. Boy, you're a strong positive energy. Akashic records in reverse. Okay. I feel like you have come into contact. Who's this for? Goat. With many past life partners in this lifetime, or many past, hang on. Okay. I feel like you've come in to contact with many past life partners in this lifetime. And it's been a challenge for you. You're being asked to cleanse and release. So definitely coffee enemas, lemon juice enemas, things of that nature. I'm feeling a combination of coffee and garlic enemas would be good for you to get rid of any candida. You could drink, and that could be coming to an end. You're letting go of that habit. Okay, who are we on? Monkey. I love monkeys. Bobcat spirit. You kind of like to blend in. You know, bobcats are really powerful. You could have someone pregnant too. Is everybody pregnant? Pregnancy card is coming out everywhere. I feel like, or you need to take better care of your gut because this is the gut health card. I feel like if you're a monkey, you know, you got the bobcat spirit. That's someone who blends in with the crowd, but they can take on prey up to 300 pounds their size. So never underestimate a monkey. Karmic clearing in reverse. Did you go back to the past recently? This seems toxic. Archangels are guiding you. Okay, that's positive. Don't dabble in witchcraft if this is you. I'm getting that. Could be a Virgo. Let's move on to Rooster. The stubborn ass rooster. Angelic beauty in reverse, frog spirit in reverse. Okay, well, you messed with an angelic spirit and now your money is going to be halted. So you could have a friend, a family member that is very forgiving, very kind. They're a master healer and teacher. They are someone that looks towards tomorrow. They help people raise their vibrational frequency. They're very, very light filled and very knowledgeable. And you could have said something really hurtful to them. That's going to affect you in your wallet. That was for Rooster. Let's move on to the dog spirits, the opposite sign of me, dog spirit. Angelic beauty. Okay, working on your beauty. This is good. Divine feminine meets divine masculine. You could be meeting someone of a different race. Okay, master of manifestations in reverse. Coyote spirit in the upright. Okay, I feel like you need to go within so you can call this divine partner in. My right foot is itching. Something could have to do with your right foot. Master of manifestations is in reverse. Who's this for? The dog. That means you could need to be on your own in order to manifest. So you need to draw this person in. Okay, pig. Let's move on to the pig. I love pigs. They're so smart. Crone energy in reverse. You're being called to go vegan in reverse. Babies in the spirit. Gosh, all these reversals. Okay, don't follow the crowd. You're getting sheep spirit a lot. Don't follow the crowd. You're looking at someone online who doesn't follow the crowd. This person is led by the archangels. Maybe you wanted to have a baby with this person and it didn't happen, or they could have been your child in a past life. You're being called to go vegan. And you're wondering how this person keeps aging in reverse because we have crone in reverse. So someone doesn't age, and I don't feel like it bothers you. You're just wanting to know how this person does what they do. Okay, let's pull a collective overall energy for the collective. Awesome. A controlling person is around you and it came out in reverse. So you got rid of a real control freak. And we got the crone energy. So wow, no one can steal your destiny. So whoever I'm channeling, you got rid of some nasty people out of your space. You really held your ground and we're like, yeah, enough with the fuckery. We're done. Yeah, this is over. I'm going to prove to you that I see what you're doing. It's ending here and you're not allowing it anymore. And the second you stood up for yourself was when this cycle began to end. And I feel like it's taken for some of you, I'm hearing 5 years. Like you may have started sticking up for yourself in 2020 and you had to get stronger and stronger each year until finally you put a massive end to it. You could have went legal on these people. Like, look, enough is a fuck enough. And so we have a controlling person is around you. It was in reverse. Crone spirit. No one can steal your destiny in the upright. That's beautiful. Beautiful reading, you guys. Have a great night.